Hi everyone, this is Udhay here. I welcome you all to this MCQ series, and we all know that we are looking at the December month current affairs in the form of MCQs, and this is lesson 8. We are concentrating on the 2020 IAS Prelims, and this is presented to you by Udhay. So we are looking at the 30th question. So far we have done 29 questions, and this is the 30th question. So let's go into the question. Consider the following statement about National Institute of Sowa Rigpa. It is established in Leh. It is established in Gangtok. It is being established as an autonomous organization under the Ministry of Ayush. So we need to choose the right answer here. So pause the video and try to answer it. So here if you see, the answer is first statement is right, second statement wrong. It is not in Gangtok. It is being established in Leh. Okay, Leh is in Jammu and Kashmir. And the third statement, it is an autonomous organization under Ministry of Ayush. Okay, so can you explain what is Ayush? So until some a year back or previously, Ayush was called with a different expansion. That is, the full form of Ayush is different, and now it is different. So that is why I am asking you to mention what is the expansion, that is the full form of Ayush. Okay, anyway, the answer here is B. So the answer is B. The Union Cabinet has approved the establishment of National Institute of Sowa Rigpa in Leh as an autonomous organization under the Ministry of Ayush. So first of all, we need to know what is a Sowa Rigpa, right? So Sowa Rigpa is basically a medicinal practice which is being in existence since ancient time in Indian subcontinent. Okay, that is something you need to know. Just like Ayurveda, Unani, Yoga, Siddha, Sowa Rigpa is also a medical practice which is in existence in the Indian subcontinent. So that is the basic of it. Okay, so it is basically one of the oldest living and well documented medical tradition popular in the world. Yeah, it is for sure. It is in the world. It has been spread to many other regions of the world, but it existed in the ancient India. Okay, so Rigpa is derived from the Boti language. So there is a language called Boti, and in that language, Rigpa means knowledge of healing. Okay, and in the ancient Indian medical system, which was enriched in the, it is an ancient medical system enriched in the entire trans-Himalayan region. And at present, Sowa Rigpa is more popular in Himalayan societies, especially in Jammu and Kashmir region, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, West Bengal, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and other parts of India. It is not only within India, as we have already seen, it is popular in the world. Okay, so it is also being followed in Bhutan, Mongolia, Russia as well. So some other countries also included. Anyway, I think you have got a big picture about what is Sowa Rigpa, right? Next question now. So let's move on. Consider the following statement about Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin Award. So the statement 1, Tamil Nadu was a leading state in the overall ranking. Statement 2, the ranking was done based on the comprehensive set of parameters including survey of public places like schools, Anganwadis, PHCs. PHCs means public health centers, hats, bazaars, panchayat, etc. Okay, so we need to choose the right answer here. So pause the video and try to answer it. So here the first statement is right because Tamil Nadu was leading, and Tamil Nadu was the rank 1 state in the Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin Award 2019. And second statement also right. So the answer here is 1 and 2. So here is the Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin 2019, and Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation has commissioned the Swachh Sarvekshan 2019. Okay, and it is done through an independent survey agency to develop a ranking of all districts in India on the basis of quantity and quality sanitation parameters. So what are the sanitation parameters? We have already seen that the parameters are like survey of public places like schools, Anganwadis, PHCs, hat, bazaars, panchayat, etc. And the ranking, top 3 states are Tamil Nadu, Haryana, Gujarat. The top 3 districts are Pedapalli, Telangana, Faridabad, Haryana, Rewari, Haryana. Okay, and the state with maximum citizen participation is Uttar Pradesh. So remember these states. This can be very well quoted in an answer if there is a question in relation to health. Okay. So 32nd question. Consider the following statement about 3S program. So what is this 3S? Let's go through the options and then we'll come back. Statement 1, it has been launched for the surveillance of vaccine. Statement 2, it has been launched for women's safety in priority states. Statement 3, it stands for smart safety surveillance. So we need to choose the right answer here. So pause the video and try to answer it. So here, if you see the first statement, it is a right statement. It is launched for the surveillance of vaccine. Statement 2, it is wrong because it is not related to women's safety. It is only related to the surveillance of vaccine and its implementation. So third statement, it is a right one. The 3S actually stands for smart safety and surveillance. So smart safety surveillance are the 3S. Okay. So here the answer is. So the central government will expand the reach of smart safety surveillance or 3S program to optimize post-marketing surveillance of priority drugs and vaccines. So they are concentrating on the priority vaccines and drugs, and they are basically trying for how to say the distribution. This will make sure the vaccine distributed under the universal immunization program are safe. So they want it to be safe. They are doing it in a smarter way, and they are doing it for the surveillance purpose. Okay. And about 3S project, it was recommended by the World Health Organization. It is not an idea that is mooted within the country. It is done by the World Health Organization, and they are actually asking countries to implement this particular mechanism. Okay. So considering the limited safety data and vaccines introduced in India, so they are thinking that they are actually in an impression that the data that is the safety data related to the vaccines and drugs which is being introduced in India is not actually up to the mark. Okay, because of that, the World Health Organization is actually requesting India to follow this 3S project. Okay, and the WHO has been prodding countries to adopt 3S program with the support of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So there may be another question: who is the organization which is helping 3S programs to be implemented? So that should be Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It is to strengthen the pharmacovigilance system in developing nation. So that is happening in developing nation. That is also another important point. So Bill and Melinda Gates, 3S, developing nations, WHO. So these are the important areas, important points. 33rd question, consider the following statement about Chit Fund Amendment Bill 2019. So the bill seeks to amend Chit Fund Act 1982. Statement 2, under the legislation, chit fund scheme operated by individuals can raise a maximum of 3 lakh up from the existing rupee 1 lakh. So we need to choose the right answer here. So what could be the answer? Pause the video and try to answer. So here if you see, the Chit Fund Act is being amended, and the previous Chit Fund Act was enacted in the year 1982. So Chit Fund Act 1982 was the previous act, and it is being amended and in 2019, and that was being put forth as a bill. And under this particular legislation, this is one of the feature. Okay, so there are two types, right? So the individuals will be handling a chit fund, and there will be a group of members who will be handling a chit fund. So when it is handled by individual, the maximum amount that one can raise is 3 lakhs, which has been amended. Previously in 1982 Act, it is 1 lakh. Now it has been amended to 3 lakh. Okay. So answer is both C. 1 and 2. Okay. C. So Lok Sabha it has passed the Chit Fund Amendment Bill, and that seeks to streamline the operation of chit fund in India to protect the interest of investors. So these are the important points here. So what is the aim of this amendment? It is trying to protect the investors, and basically mainly they are economically weaker section, because only the weaker section people will try to invest their fund in chit fund. The big shots or people with enormous money, it doesn't do that. They do it in some other activity, and they do not do it in chit funds. Okay, so the interest of the investor need to be protected, and most of them are economically weaker section of the society. So the bill seeks to amend the Chit Fund Act of 1982, which regulates chit fund and prohibits fund from being created without prior sanction of the state government. So to create any chit fund, it needs to get the permission of the state government as well. Without that, it is not going to happen. Okay, and as we have already seen, the limit of an individual who is operating the chit fund has been raised from 1 lakh to 3 lakh, and if it is by a firm with 4 or more partners, if there is a firm which is doing the chit fund and it contains 4 or more partners, then the amount that can be raised by this particular firm is being raised from 6 lakh to 18 lakh. So 6 lakh currently under the Chit Fund Act of 1982, and now it has been increased to 18 lakh. Okay, so that's all from our lessons today, guys. Thanks for watching this video. So basically subscribe to my channel so that it will be a booster for me. I'll be making more lessons. Actually, I'm helping you guys, and I'm also preparing on the other side. And please share it with your friends who are preparing for the exam.